The trashed fence and these footprints could only mean one thing. Spinebacks were surprisingly sneaky for such lumbering hulks, but Daniel knew where they'd be headed. He'd been telling his uncle to move the cabbage patch out into the open ever since the herd had settled nearby. Now he had to play scarecrow again. Tracks led his path to the cabbages just as he'd expect, and he could hear it long before seeing it. The huge creature had already worked its way through the first patch, and was most of its way through the second, its huge snout tearing each one up and rolling it around before chomping it whole. Its bulbs flared and opened just a little with each bite, and for a moment Daniel felt bad for interrupting its happy little feast. The sympathy faded quickly, however, when the creature stamped all over the bordering to get to the next cabbage. Daniel positioned himself on the opposite side of the creature to the woods, took a deep breath, and then set to work clapping and hollering. The beast trumpeted, startled. Instead of running directly away from Daniel, however, it did quite the opposite. Daniel leapt to the side, narrowly avoiding the charging Spineback. Quickly climbing to his feet, Daniel turned to find it still running, directly at the chapel. Daniel sprinted to catch up, but had absolutely no chance of outrunning a charging Spineback. If anything, his shouts of protest likely only spurred it on. Daniel only allowed himself a glimmer of hope as he realised the beast would not be able to jump the stream and actually reach the chapel. As he thought, when it reached the stream, it diverted its course and ran parallel until finally reaching the perimeter fence and smashing straight through it. Daniel stopped at the fence, panting and hunched. Surely after this third time his uncle would start to listen to reason.